Hey guys, I'm Alan from Revival Cycles, and this is our newest custom, a Husqvarna Svartpilen 401. The client that we built this bike for came to us and he said he wanted a small runaround bike. He's got a whole bunch of bikes, but he wanted to have a custom bike built because he has a beach house. And he wanted to be able to cruise this thing around the beach. The original conversation, I pushed him towards the KTM 390. He sent me a photo of the Husqvarna, this bike, the 401. And I said, yeah, that's almost the same bike, but it has completely different bodywork than the KTM version of this bike, but pretty much the same. 330 pounds, 47 horsepower, super lightweight, plenty of power for what it does, and is a great little runaround, but it's mostly made for the street. Whereas what he kind of wanted was something more of a beach cruiser. So we kind of started with a blank sheet of paper and went from there. The client was a fan of the factory bodywork, as am I, but he didn't really like that it was plastic. So we started with, let's try to make some of the factory body panels of a similar proportion and similar shape, but make them out of aluminum. At first glance, someone who knows the Husqvarna might think that this was a factory bike with some maybe aluminum paintwork on it or something, but in fact it's not. This whole section is one whole piece that actually goes over the factory tank. It's just a cover made of aluminum. We just brushed this after we made it from hand. We left the factory Svartpilen 401 logo here, and then on the aluminum bodywork, both on the front fender and the side of the gas tank, we polished this section of the tank. Then we put a vinyl sticker over it and sanded over that vinyl and then into the aluminum, and then pulled the sticker off so you get just the polished reveal of the logo, which is subtle and I think quite a bit better looking than it would have been if it was just some orange paint or even yellow paint. But the same thing on the fender, and I think it ties in really well. You know, obviously you still got the logo down here on the engine, so we didn't want to go too crazy with it. We designed and built a tank bag rack essentially to go here out of stainless and polished that as well. We built a rack for the rear going over a brand new aluminum panel, same, made out of stainless, and it's actually brushed all of it. We took the factory swing arm off and simply brushed the edges to kind of reveal the shape of that, which I thought was a pretty cool cast piece. Pegs that are more of an off-road style cleated peg, CNC cut brake and a CNC cut shifter that's all quite a bit more adjustable, with an aluminum skid plate underneath that we built to give it a little bit more toughness. You'll see that it has a custom front fender that's made out of alloy that's super strong, with stainless brackets as well that are all custom. We made a headlight ring out of aluminum and polished the edge of that with a screen in front to protect that in case of, you know, rock chips. We took the factory triple clamps off, sanded those to match the sanded aluminum of the bodywork, installed off-road tires. You'll notice too that the chain guard has been cut and sanded to match the rest of the aluminum bodywork. From there, we installed MotoGadget InView mirrors and MotoGadget turn signals out on the bar ends, LSL bars with a custom riser to give it a little more height on the bars. And of course, you can see that we did a custom muffler out of stainless catback exhaust with a guard to match the other two racks on the bike. We also built a custom bracket to hold the headlight and to relocate the gauge so it was a little bit more facing towards the rider at the client's request. And I think it works well, actually. It pulled it in and up a little bit more. So that's the bike. I think most people might see it as a factory bike, which is kind of the point. We like to build customs that seem to fit with the original design. We didn't want to redesign this motorcycle. We just wanted to shake it up a little bit, and I think it turned out really well. I'm gonna go for a little ride around downtown Austin, see what I think of this bike. Hold on. This bike is really, I think, best for around town. It's small and nimble. It's such a natural little cruiser. I mean, I bet the bike will go 80, 90 miles an hour with no problem, perhaps over 100. So for downtown riding, it's ample power, certainly fast enough. You're gonna be able to start off and go faster than any car on the damn road. Isn't that the point? Isn't that why we ride motorcycles anyway? I'm gonna cruise around a bit, see if I can get the cops to come chase me. I like this Recluse triple clutch. They're kind of similar to the old monkey bikes we rode as kids. I can ostensibly kick it in gear and just leave it in gear at the stoplight and not worry about it. When the light turns green, I can just take off, just like that. That sound is intoxicating. I'm sure it's pissing off everybody else that's walking, but for me, it just sounds so damn good. This is what this bike's made for, in my opinion, is quick ripper around town. I can ride this for hours without issue, even though it's a bit small for me. So there we go. Husqvarna 401 Svartpilen. Yes, I'd actually ride this a lot if I had one. Thanks for watching, guys.